And good evening, everyone, and welcome to coverage of the 2018 UNG Nighthawk Classic. Alongside Lee Glenn, I'm Craig Corbin. So glad that you've joined us here tonight on the Nighthawk Sports Network. The home opener for the women of UNG. They bring in a mark of 2-0 under head coach Buffy Burson. Their opponents tonight, the Argonauts of the University of West Florida, also 2-0. And Lee, at least on paper, a great matchup.
Yeah, this is a great field, to be honest with you. Even on the other side, Craig, you've got Carson Newman, a perennial top 2 or 3 team in the country, and Georgia College, who always gives people fits in our league. So the field that Coach Burson put together, albeit a mid-November classic, is probably got the feel of some teams that will be playing in March, deep into March, and the feel of playing 2 teams back-to-back that are quality opponents gives it a tournament-type atmosphere.
Got things started just a couple of hours ago. The aforementioned Carson Newman squad, highly ranked nationally, top 5, defeating Georgia College, another Peach Belt Conference foe that the Nighthawks will see later this season. A ball game that perhaps was a bit surprising to some in that Georgia College led early, got out of the blocks well, put together a 12-0 run at one juncture of the first couple of stanzas. But Carson Newman pulling away, showing the experience that they had, even though it's the beginning of the season. The fact that that nucleus has played together so long, they are quite a team to watch.
Yeah, 2 points I take from that. The first is that Coach Maury Smith does a great job down in Milledgeville. His teams are always really well prepared, and Carson Newman, it's a lot of the faces that we saw late last March in the Sweet 16 matchup up in Jefferson City. A lot of those returners, and those girls know how to win, and they know how to play at a high level of competition. I think preseason games against Tennessee, and it's just that they're not afraid to feel they're comfortable being in that upper echelon of teams, which a lot of teams that work their way into being good, you've got to learn how to be good and learn to be comfortable being good, and Carson Newman is well past that point.
A lot of folks would be tempted to look at the schedule for this Nighthawk Classic and look at the Saturday night matchup between North Georgia, Carson Newman as obviously the marquee matchup, but to overlook this Argonauts team would be a mistake.
I wouldn't do it. West Florida is good in everything. They've got a holistic approach to their athletic department, and they want winners from top to bottom. And I think anytime that you play a West Florida club, whether it's tennis or golf, football, they've only had football for 2 years, and they've become a perennial power already within the region. So I think anytime you see an Argonaut, which is pretty rare because I'm pretty sure they're the only Argonaut mascot in the country, but anytime you see an Argonaut on the other side of the scorer's table, you better be ready to roll up your sleeves, regardless of what sport it is.
Had a chance to talk briefly with head coach Stephanie Lawrence-Yelton of the University of West Florida about an hour ago, and she talked about how some early injuries to some of their veteran players allowed a lot more time and reps for their freshmen. That's a plus for that team as well.
Especially if those returners can make their way back into game mode by the time games start. That's just more stress that you put on those new kids when you're not keeping the one loss total. So it's that if you never want injuries.
Right.
But the best time to have them is in preseason, where you can push and challenge younger kids with an expanded role better than February.
As for the Nighthawks, some new names in the roster for head coach Buffy Burson, of course, coming off the phenomenal championship effort last year in the Peach Belt, and then advancing to that matchup that we talked about in the NCAAs at Carson Newman. But you got an addition, Tamara Thorpe, who has made an impression very quickly.
Yeah, she's, again, this is the first home opener for them, so I haven't seen them play yet. But from looking at that cumulative box score, you've got a strong nucleus back of the Nighthawks. And Thorpe is just a great addition that just kind of throws another wrinkle in there to surround those girls that are learning how to win and already know how to win for Coach Burson.
A lot of veteran leadership, and we are so glad to have this home opener for you tonight from the Convocation Center. We'll step away. When we come back, it'll be time for the starting lineups and the opening tip. This is the Nighthawk Sports Network.
I'm a commuter.
I'm an actor.
I'm an intern.
I'm a researcher.
I am a senior.
I'm an athlete.
I'm a veteran.
I am a sister.
I'm a sophomore.
I'm a singer.
I am an educator.
I am a scientist.
I am a resident.
I am a writer.
I am a leader.
I am a cadet.
I am a volunteer.
I am a musician.
I am a tutor.
We are UNG.
The Monday morning status meeting leaves everyone in a state of boredom. That must be why they called it a boardroom. But you're putting a new spin on this week's meeting, because you've brought bagels. Fresh baked bagels. So, well done, my friend. Not only have you uplifted the vibe of the status meeting, you've upgraded your own status to hero. Save the day with bagels. Now it's even easier.
Shop, play, and stay in Dahlonega, the heart of the North Georgia mountains.
Leadership is socially responsible, collaborative, and inclusive.
It's a process,
not a position.
The University of North Georgia
is a state leadership institution.
Here, the Leadership
Certificate Program is open
to all students who want to enhance
their leadership knowledge,
gain practical skills, and become a
more effective leader.
A more effective leader.
You can get credit for your involvement in student organizations,
campus events,
community service, study abroad,
and many other campus activities.
Start learning how to understand your personal leadership philosophy.
Be part of a team.
Improve your communication.
Create an inclusive environment.
And make a difference in your community.
Make a commitment to yourself.
And become part
of the Leadership Certificate Program.
Because at the University of North Georgia,
you can lead.
You can lead.
You can lead.
You can lead.
You can lead where it counts.
Back we are at the Convocation Center. Lee Glenn, Craig Corbin. Time now for your starting lineups in this UNG Nighthawk Classic matchup between the Argonauts of University of West Florida and the Nighthawks of UNG. Under head coach Stephanie Lawrence Yelton, 2-0 Argonauts will start Anna Hall, number 10, senior from Stowe, Ohio. Number 14, Fanny Holme, freshman from Klaukala, Finland. Number 20, Belle Bistro, senior from Jacksonville. Number 24, Tony Brewer, a senior from Huntsville, Alabama. And number 32, Haley Neiman, a senior from Midland, Michigan. For the Nighthawks, under head coach Buffy Burson, also 2-0. It'll be sophomore Abby Franklin, number 5, sophomore from Homer, Georgia. Number 12, Tamara Thorpe, a senior from Greensboro, North Carolina. Number 14, Vanessa Agrusa, the senior from Franklin, North Carolina. Number 20, Amber Schedule, a senior from Bethlehem, Georgia. And number 42, Julianne Sutton, who got the tip from Schedule, and we're underway. First possession, missed shot there, and first time that the Argonauts have touched the ball. Three-pointer from the wing is off the iron, no good. Weak side rebound into the hands of Thorpe. That shot would not go. And the Argonauts with their second possession.
A fast-paced game so far, Craig.
I tell you, in a hurry, up and down. Pass out front That one will go. And that was first basket of the ball game, 2-0. West Florida to Sutton. No look past the schedule. Back to Franklin. Out front, Agrusa. On the wing it goes to Thorpe. Now straight away three. Agrusa in and out, no good. And rebound into the hands of Anna Hall for the Argonauts. First quarter action here. Down low it goes. Double team. The shot blocked from behind. And Sutton has the loose ball. Out it comes to Abby Franklin. Now to Thorpe. She drives. She shoots. And we're tied at 2.
Man, that's twice she's just pinned her ears back and gone to the rim. Opening possession was just shoulder down. And she's got like a different speed once she gets shoulder to shoulder. Really, really quick off the dribble. So it's been Thorpe twice to the rim or 2 3-point shot attempts.
Tamara now 7 of 8 on the season, miss, and a rebound to schedule. Tied at 2. Nighthawks looking for their first lead, scheduled just inside the arc, and this one will not go. Another rebound into the hands of Hall, and a reach-in foul will be assessed. And that will be on Tamara, who transferred from USC Upstate.
A lot of flow on that last possession, Craig. Amber had the block, went right into dribble offensive transition the other way and was just kind of feeling it. And anytime she can get to an 18-foot pull-up, 15-foot pull-up, that's a good shot for North Georgia.
Clock stopped 8:23 to go here in quarter number 1. We made mention of that Carson Newman victory. Didn't tell you the score. It was 88-72. Down low, pass deflected out of bounds by Julianne Sutton. It was intended for number 24, Tony Brewer, who has been the target of a couple of passes early.
Yeah, it's pretty clear that West Florida is really intending on getting post touches with the big down there on the block.
Inbound along the baseline by Hall, slaps the basketball, bounces it in to Bistro. On the wing it goes, now out to Brewer, drives, contacts, and that's going to be an offensive foul. First of the first quarter for the Argonauts.
I'm not quite sure our girl was in place there, Craig, but there was a lot of contact. Needed to be a whistle, and we'll take that interpretation.
Franklin to Agrusa, to Schedule on the wing, right side, back out front. Vanessa whips it over to Abby, goes to the baseline, stops. Now back to Julianne. Shot clock at 12. Amber Schedule, left elbow, now to Abby with 8. Sutton in the lane. Agrusa drive, shoots, would not go. Great move, but it didn't fall.
West Florida playing a soft man-to-man can sometimes be confused for a zone. One of the tougher defenses to get flowing because ball reversals are easy.
That 3 will go for Belle Bistro. She's now 5 of 10 from beyond the arc on the season, and it's a 5-2 lead for West Florida. Scheduled for the tie, this one long and taken by Franklin in the corner. Vanessa will try for the tie, no good. Rebound, Julianne turns, shoots, and it's 5-4.
A lot of three-point shot attempts here. The last one from West Florida was really, really quick, and that was a great quick release, but North Georgia will stop here in transition, turnover going the other way. Thorpe again just using that speed to get shoulder past quick too.
Going to borrow the swimming nickname for the Australian great Ian Thorpe. I think Tamara will be the Torpedo.
I like it. It's very, so far in the early stages of the first time we've seen her, that's very fitting.
7-6 in favor of West Florida. The 3 from Franklin, no good. This has been a back and forth, up and down game, and you nailed it after the first 30 seconds. It is going to be a high-octane game.
A lot of three-point attempts, looks like. Three-point attempts lead to long rebounds, which lead to quick transitions the other way.
Pass to Brewer in the lane, now kicks it on the wing to Neiman. This one no good. Ball tipped out of bounds, last touched by Franklin, and with 6:04 to go in the quarter, the Argonauts with a 1-point lead will inbound on the baseline. Hall gets it in, contact, And on whom will that one be?
Probably Abby, but she was there, walled up pretty well, but the West Florida offensive player did a good job of taking the shot through the defender, really forcing the whistle there, and unless the defender falls down, it's normally going to be on the defense.
Haley Neiman at the line makes again 76% on the season. .555 to go. Franklin well off the mark with that one.
Good offense goes through Julianne Sutton, though. Anytime we can get her a paint touch, we normally tend to get a good shot out of it.
In the corner, Bistro for three. .536 to go in quarter number one. And a 5-point advantage for the Argonauts. Franklin brings it across the half-court stripe. Now Schedule heads to the key, stops, away to Franklin. Around the horn they go. Thorpe now left side back to Vanessa. Straightaway threes up and good.
That's one shot that you can get against a soft man-to-man as long as you've got a tall shooter that can shoot over a closeout, which we do in Amber.
A little pressure there by the Nighthawks. West Florida brings it up, though, with no worries. Drive by Holme in the corner. Around they go to the wing. Shot from Hall, no good. Long rebound. Julianne Sutton tracks it. Vanessa sees daylight, puts it up, no good. Rebound to the Argonauts and Tony Brewer. 11-9 your score, West Florida. Baseline jumper in the corner is good for three, and give that one to Belle Bistro. And a timeout taken by Coach Buffy Burson. 14-9 your score, 4:32 to go in quarter number one. This is the Nighthawk Sports Network.
At Farmers, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even close claws.
We took your shortcut, which was a bad.
I can't believe that worked! No, I dropped the keys.
And we covered it. Talk to Farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are Farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
The UNG Campus Connection is your university bookstore. It's the one-stop shop where students can get anything they need for the classroom, and fans can find everything they need to support the Nighthawks, from shirts and jackets to car decals and tailgating chairs. Gear up at the Nighthawks Nest with officially licensed UNG merchandise. Visit our stores in Dahlonega, Gainesville, Oconee, and Cumming, or check us out online at ungbookstore.com. The UNG Campus Connection is a proud sponsor of North Georgia Athletics.
North Georgia basketball on the Nighthawk Sports Network is brought to you by Einstein Brothers Bagels and by Farmhouse Woodworks. Two of the fine sponsors of Nighthawk basketball right here on the Nighthawk Sports Network. Craig Corbin along with Lee Glenn. 4:32 remaining here in quarter number one. And certainly no surprise that the Argonauts have shown themselves quite capable in this matchup with UNG.
Man.
I tell you, look at the athleticism that Thorpe brings, the ability to control her body in the lane, through the air, putting up the shot at such a difficult angle.
It's going to be interesting to find out if all of those three drives for tough twos.
Three-pointer no good, loose ball inside, and just in the ball game, Kara Groover for North Georgia, wearing number 15, the sophomore from Newman, and a travel will turn it right back to West Florida.
It's going to be interesting to find out if, and that one right there, when she traveled, all of her drives are to her right hand. And so as we get deeper into the season, teams are going to figure that out. Does she have a second move to go to?
And another offensive foul on the Argonauts. North Georgia with the ball, trailing by 3, 14-11, 3:45 to go. Quarter number 1. Thorpe will drive the paint, and they're going to give her, I believe.
I don't know.
Oh.
They've got different fouls.
Well, they're going to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's her second.
I'm not sure the trail official had that. It required them to convene, but it's probably the right call.
Second personal on Tamara, and she will get a breather, and Abby Franklin back in there. And a takeaway, Groover. It's a 2-on-1, Groover and Franklin. Kara drives, puts it up, and it is no good.
Wow.
My goodness, had a great opportunity there.
Good 2v1 trail defense by West Florida to get back into that play.
West Florida with the ball and a 3-point lead, 3:14 to go. Three-pointer left side up, no good. High off the iron from Hall. Rebound by Brewer, puts it up around Sutton, no good. Schedule got a hand on it, tips it to Vanessa Agrusa. Here come the Nighthawks looking to pull within one or tie with a 3. Pass down low. Groover on the wing to Schedule. Out front, Agrusa. Now this side to Kara. Shot clock at 15, game clock at 2:50. In the lane to Sutton. Julianne turns, shoots, and scores.
That's a move that she didn't have last year. Right-handed players normally like going over their left shoulder. She made a nice kind of shoulder dip and went back to her non-dominant side over her right shoulder. That's a tough finish for a right-hander.
Julianne Sutton, by the way, the basket there by Brewer. Julianne Sutton, the reigning Einstein Bagels Athlete of the Week.
That's
here
right.
at UNG. Another travel. Giving it right back to the Argonauts. Substitution by Coach Stephanie Lawrence Yelton. And in the ball game for the first time tonight, number 12 for the Argonauts, Rachel McCree, a freshman from Weston, Florida, alongside DeAsia Collins, a freshman from Houston, Texas. And a takeaway, Vanessa. And Agrusa will score in a 3-point opportunity.
Great job by Vanessa of cutting into that passing lane there. And fortunately for West Florida, they didn't live by the creed of a turnover. Creed of a turnover is you either let it go or you foul it to where there's no shot. Cannot be a 3-point foul or 3-point attempt.
And that's exactly what Vanessa has, and an opportunity to tie this game, which she does. Oh my goodness, and a foul inside. Brewer just
absolutely
sent Julianne Sutton to the floor, and guess what? I believe that is her third.
Is it?
I know it's at least 2. She is going to the bench in favor of number 30, Ashanti Brown.
I know she had the player control foul.
That is at least 2 on Brewer. I have it as her second.
I think that's right.
Yep. Agrusa, Groover in the corner, a couple of dribbles, and a 3-second violation.
And those give-back whistles.
Knotted at 16. By the way, the officials for tonight's contest, Krista Couch, Kevin Self, and Kiki Tardy.
Never late.
Never tardy for the party. We talked about that, Kiki and I did before the game.
Did you?
Yeah. She said, not tonight.
Good official.
Yep. It's always nice to be able to share a pregame laugh
That's right.
with the officials. West Florida with the ball and a 3-second violation on Ashanti Brown from Altamonte Springs, Florida. I'll bet you probably could bring us some local knowledge about Altamonte
You know what's
Springs.
funny, Craig, is this the same question I got asked last night. I'm not even going to waste my breath. It's too easy. Too easy.
In the lane to Agrusa, and the Nighthawks own their first, their second lead of the game. They led 6-5.
Good move. I like when Vanessa posts up because she's normally got to be guarded by a guard.
Boy, and the fouls are piling up for the Argonauts. That is on Ashanti Brown, her second. And so the 2 post players for the Argonauts, both saddled with 2 early fouls. Still in quarter number 1. Agrusa had that one partially blocked. Got the ball back and scored.
Stayed with it, just kind of bull in a china shop there. And I just like that willingness to pin back the ears and attack the rim.
Inside a minute to go, first quarter, largest lead of the night for the Nighthawks at 20-16. 3-point attempt, left wing is off the iron, no good. Ball tipped right to schedule by Groover. Amber across midcourt. Now away to Franklin, top of the key, and Agrusa back to Abby. Shot clock at 15. Oh, and the no-look pass perhaps should have been a looking pass.
Yeah.
Because it's out of bounds, and now the Argonauts have 21.5 seconds with which to work.
No look equal no possession.
Yep.
Throw it into the water cooler.
It was
there.
a great idea.
Yeah.
But the execution
Like the third time she's done it. First 2 resulted in rhythm 3s.
Yep.
So
yep.
Can't falter for it. Just give her a little extra 20-second rest there.
Monty Arnold in the ball game for the Nighthawks. Around the horn they go to the Argonauts. 7, 6, and a turnover. Time for the Nighthawks to get a shot away. Agrusa with 4, 3, puts it up, and it would not go. Had time maybe for another dribble or 2.
And that's actually, that's something they got to kind of grow into. Got to know where the clocks are at.
And that's 1 quarter in the books. 20-16 in favor of the Nighthawks. This is the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Now you have it. Everything in your hands. Nothing in your way. A new and better way to manage and control all your money. You, exclusively by BB&T.
We actually do just about anything that you ask.
We offer everything from design and branding all the way up to signs and banners, promotional products, digital signage, t-shirts, embroidery.
Cups, koozies, pens, magnets. There's 25,000 items out there we can do.
A lot of people don't know that we can handle all that, and we can look at the customer and say, yeah, we do that.
We actually do just about anything that you ask.
We offer everything from design and branding all the way.
Back we are here courtside at the Convocation Center, the beautiful facility high atop the hill overlooking the UNG campus in Dahlonega, Georgia. Craig Corbin, Lee Glenn, the Nighthawk Sports Network team. This the home opener for Coach Buffy Verson and the Nighthawks. Game number 2 of the Nighthawk Classic. Game number 1 went to Carson Newman over Georgia College, 88-72. Second quarter here is underway. Nighthawks up by 4 at 20-16. Groover to Agrusa. Vanessa works the left side of the lane. Bounce pass to Franklin, goes baseline. Nothing doing there. Shot clock at 9. Scheduled to Groover. A 3 on the way and off the iron. No good. Rebound taken by Anna Hall of West Florida. That one lodges between the backboard and the rim.
Jump up there and get it.
I'm not sure I can still do that.
Interesting. All right, we're going to do it with our floor mop.
Excellent. I can do it with a mop. Woo, and it's good.
Buckets.
Okay, give credit there to Krista Couch. Nicely done.
Buckets.
Yep. By the way, Hall, a transfer from Saginaw Valley State.
Fellow D2.
Yep. Down low, Ashanti Brown collects it and scores, and that draws the Argonauts to within 2 at 20-18.
Good baseline out action by West Florida.
North Georgia with the ball, 9:09 to go. Agrusa drives, might have been contact, no whistle. And a Hall, long lead pass up into the hands of Bell Bistro. Ashanti Brown, baseline, and a travel. You know, on that transition pass, it nearly looked as though that if Schedule had just put the hand out, she might have been able to take that right out of the air.
Is there an unwritten rule that whenever you travel, that you have to look back at your bench with a perplexed face?
Well, that was
like, did I really, or what's the question that they're asking? Did I really, or is this official serious?
They're looking for a Broward County recount.
Okay. got a little political. I maybe that's the faces they make down there in the voting sector of Florida, but it's just like this lift the shoulders and like, are you serious?
Well, nobody ever commits a foul. Nobody ever travels.
But it seems to be only with the travel.
Yeah, yeah. I guess there perhaps is, as we see the first foul shot made by Julianne Sutton, perhaps the dismay with having committed the travel.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Just so weird every time. Next one we get, let's see what happens. See if we get a bench. Did I really?
We've had a bunch of them tonight.
Yeah.
And Vanessa unable to track that one down, but
player, that's over and back.
It is over and back because Vanessa had not touched the ball. That's exactly what that is. That is exactly. Good eyes, Captain Glenn.
I was wondering why it took so long there. Unless the trail official assumed tip, because that was an errant pass and it wasn't close.
Agrusa drives to the lane, lost the handle. Here comes Anna Hall. Has a teammate there in Holme. Hall will wait now for everybody else. Circles around, zips it over to Bistro. Back to Brewer. Now out front, Neiman drives, shoots. Imani Arnold got a hand on it. They say she might have committed the foul in the process.
It's a pretty big gamble there, playing 24 from West Florida with 2 fouls this early in the quarter. You know, maybe still an offense for defense possession later on in the quarter, but right here with this much time left, and especially as aggressive as what the Argonauts have been about throwing it into the post, I would definitely be encouraging my bigs to try to get our body in the way and take another one.
Foul shot from Neiman, no good. Schedule on the wing, out to Imani Arnold, back to Amber. She'll launch a 3. High arcing shot is good. I'll tell you, when she is in rhythm on her threes, they are a thing of beauty.
Yeah, it's kind of night where she could have a big one because the way West Florida closes out and plays really more of a paint protection defense, gap protection defense, she can just shoot over the smaller guards.
And a nice left-handed offering there by Anna Hall. And that makes it 25-20. Sutton to Franklin. This one is short, and a rebound to Brewer.
Another one of Sutton's no-look passes that resulted in a rhythm 3. They're not such a bad thing.
That one from the corner, air ball to Arnold. She must have amazing peripheral vision.
She knows where her teammates are.
Oh, just a little bit too far underneath for Imani, and the shot hit the underside of the rim. 6:54 to go. This one in the corner, good for Fanny Holme.
Set up by Hall. I really like Hall's engine. She plays with a nice speed.
25-23, Agrusa, baseline. Beautiful shot.
Vanessa seems to have a little bit more aggressive in her dribble penetration, really more committed dribble drive.
Holme out front, away to Hall, down low, Brewer over the top. And blocked by Sutton. Brewer gets it back and draws contact. Brewer out of Huntsville, Alabama, prepped at Sparkman High School. On the early season, pretty good at the line, 7 of 8 coming in.
Okay. 8 free throws through 2 games, 4 free throw attempts. Doesn't seem a lot for as many touches as she gets under the basket.
Yep. Holme goes out. Neiman goes out. Back in the ball game, Rachel McCree and number 15 making her first appearance, sophomore Danielle Norquist from Diamond, Ohio.
I don't know where that is. Somewhere in Ohio. Somewhere where the weather's gray this time of year. Like in Pittsburgh.
That's right, about 4 inches of snow. Oh, nice drive by Thorpe. The shot, though, would not go. Rebound saved by Sutton to schedule. 15-footer, no good. Boy, tough sledding from the floor tonight by the Nighthawks, even though they lead by 2. Long three straight away, in and out, no good. Rebound Franklin. The lead could be a lot more than it is.
Yeah.
Another missed shot by the Nighthawks. They'll be anxious to see the numbers at the break.
Good times to drive, though. I really like the penalty. It's not like they're bad drives. They're just not being able to finish the deal.
3-point effort from McCree is short.
Woefully.
That was woefully short. In the ball game for the Nighthawks, Faith Arthur, number 24. That shot from Sutton, no good. Gets her own rebound to schedule, lost it. And here come the Argonauts. In the hands of number 20, Bell. Yes, Bell Bistro. To Hall, guarded by Thorpe. Now McCree to Brewer, guarded by Schedule. Shot clock at 10. Now Hall down the lane. Running shot is up and good.
I really like Hall. She's the straw that stirs their drink. Really gets them playing with pace, but is not strictly all dribble point guard.
Beautiful rebound. The follow would not go. My goodness. Rebound Sutton. Now Thorpe will drive. She'll shoot, and that puts the Nighthawks back in front at 29-27.
Offensive second possession created by Julianne there, and then those words I think you're going to say a lot this season. Thorpe drives.
That broke a 4-0 run by the Argonauts. 4:10 to go in quarter number 2. Hall, 3, left side, good. And with that, the Argonauts back on top for the first time in the second quarter. As we move inside 4 minutes to go until halftime. Sutton in the lane, turns, shoots, and the Nighthawks back in front.
Nice soft touch there to not have to use the backboard, just all finesse over the front of the rim. Again, right hand over right shoulder is a much tougher move than right hand over the left shoulder.
McCree away to Hall. Down low, knocked away over the top, and a whistle. And that will be an infraction on the Nighthawks. With that, a timeout on the floor, a 3:34 to go in quarter number 2. Your score, North Georgia 31, West Florida 30. This is the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Shop, play, and stay in Dahlonega, the heart of the North Georgia Mountains.
North Georgia basketball on the Nighthawk Sports Network is brought to you by Cotton Eye Joe's and by Farmers Insurance. Just a couple of the fine sponsors of the Nighthawk Sports Network and coverage of North Georgia basketball. This, the opening evening of play in the 2018 UNG Nighthawk Classic. Craig Corbin, Lee Glenn, the Nighthawk Sports Network team. And thus far, the matchup between the Argonauts and the Nighthawks has been entertaining for those in the house here at the Convocation Center. 31-30 with 3:33 to go until the half. Ooh, walking the tightrope on the sideline. Haley Neiman did a great job to hang on to it just in the ball game now. Deasia Collins for the Argonauts has it out front, guarded by Agrusa. Back on the wing, the drive, the shot left-handed, up and good by Belle Bistro, and it's 32-31. West Florida by a point.
Good use of the offhand by Bistro there. She's been really perimeter-driven three-point shooter, and anytime a shooter can put the ball on the rim and go get their own tough two, that really makes them harder to guard, because now you don't know if you need to close out short and honor the guard, or close out high and hard and cover up the three-point jump shot.
You know, that was a move, as we see the nice shot there by Agrusa. That was a move in the lane by Bistro that was sort of reminiscent of the great German player Via Bryn Seidenstreicher.
Yeah, that is. He was a German striker, or either you just sneezed. I'm not sure.
Bless you.
Which it was, but I agree that looked just like that.
33-32. We aim to
entertain
and educate here on the North Georgia broadcast.
It's the Nighthawk
Network.
Entertainment Network.
Exactly.
NEN.
NESN. Substitution for the Argonauts, and that is Fanny Holme, who prepped at a very renowned Finnish school.
Where's Fanny from?
Fanny is from Klaukala, Finland, as we see them take the pass away. She prepped at Mekalan Rinteen Lukio.
Sure.
And you'll have to take my word for that.
That's what I thought. That was the first thing that came to my mind.
Now, I will tell you, as we see the drive, left-handed shot. Oh, that is where Via Bryn Seidenstreicher prepped as well.
Is it?
Yeah.
Interesting. I really love the prep work that you do. I'll add that the men's basketball team here at North Georgia has a Finnish player. Do you know where he's from? Without looking. He is from Nokia, Finland. And my question is,
big on electronics.
I asked on the broadcast the other night, is that where those phones that look like TV remotes, is that where they were made?
Oh my God, I was too slow on the uptake
there.
there.
Are they made in America? Oh, by the way, there's a game there. West Florida just turned it over in our bench. North Georgia ball again.
Well, Nokia actually is well known for its factories, waterways, and events. If you ever want to travel to that part of Scandinavia. Straightaway three by Sutton, no good. I tell you, I'm not sure that I want to see those first half stats when we get them. Drive and a foul, and that puts West Florida back in front. $1:42 to go here in the second. And that basket from Deasia Collins.
Tough too. Plus the harm.
She's shooting 50% from the floor in this early season. She'll have a chance to extend the lead to 2 and does not. Rebound Sutton. Now 2 of 5 from the line on the year. Agrusa drives, has contact and a foul. And I believe that's Belle Bistro.
It is. I thought she got a good job, did a good job of using her left to get over her shoulder there and get the shot block. But again, you got to reward the good offense there by Vanessa.
Agrusa not able to tie the game. It stays 34-33. Amani Arnold back in, replacing Kara Groover. I do have it on good authority as Agrusa tied it up that those Nokia phones have never been manufactured in Nokia.
They haven't?
Nope. Although they should have been.
Yeah.
Three-pointer, big one from Fanny Holme, and it's 37-34. West Florida by 3 with 1:13 to go. I think it was a workforce shortage issue.
Too easy marketing.
Yep. Arnold drives, shoots, and they're going to wave it off. Oh, I thought that was a Euro step.
It was.
And I don't know that she actually traveled.
A good job of West Florida there of shifting their feet, moving their feet, and understanding that about 90 to 95% of our dribble penetration is coming to our right hand at this point. We're going to have to make either a secondary dribble move or start driving left. Whoa, a little bit more.
Arnold with the ball, 42 seconds to go. Nighthawks down by 3. Sutton in the lane. Boy, that was partially blocked, I believe. Schedule back to Julianne. In traffic, the left-handed shot is up and good.
Good connection there between the two. I think the first was actually a pass. So good work by the two of them to kind of keep the ball alive and give us a chance here for a stop maybe.
Oh, and a left-handed shot from Deasia Collins. 39-36, West Florida by 3 with 7-6. Sutton in the lane, turn, shoots, no good. Rebound, and the shot would not go. And that is going to be the first half of play here from Dahlonega. West Florida on top by 3, 39-36. We will take a break and be back. This is the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Leadership is socially responsible, collaborative, and inclusive.
It's a process,
not a position.
The University of North Georgia is a state leadership institution. Here, the leadership
certificate program is open
to all students who want to enhance
their leadership knowledge, gain practical skills, and become a more effective leader.
A more effective leader.
You can get credit for your involvement in student organizations,
campus events,
community service, study abroad,
and many other campus activities.
Start learning how to understand your personal leadership philosophy.
Be part of a team.
Improve your communication.
Create an inclusive environment.
And make a difference in your community.
Make a commitment to yourself.
And become part
of the Leadership Certificate Program.
Because at the University of North Georgia,
you can lead.
You can lead.
You can lead.
You can lead.
You can lead where it counts.
The Monday morning status meeting leaves everyone in a state of boredom. That must be why they called it a boardroom. But you're putting a new spin on this week's meeting, because you've brought bagels. Fresh baked bagels. So, well done, my friend. Not only have you uplifted the vibe of the status meeting, you've upgraded your own status to hero. Save the day with bagels. Now it's even easier.
We actually do just about anything that you ask.
We offer everything from design and branding all the way up to signs and banners, promotional products, digital signage, t-shirts, embroidery.
Cups, koozies, pens, magnets. There's 25,000 items out there we can do.
A lot of people don't know that we can handle all that, and we can look at the customer and say, yeah, we do that.
Back at the half, Craig Corbin, Lee Glenn, the Nighthawk Sports Network team. Coverage of UNG basketball here. Night number 1, the 2018 UNG Nighthawk Classic. Game number 2, and the Argonauts of West Florida own an advantage at the break, 39-36, after trailing by 4 after one quarter. They outscored UNG 23-16 in the second stanza.
Yep. A couple things stand out to me, Craig. 13% from 3. So we're going to need to, just good shooters shoot middle 30s. People that are the 1-plussers can shoot in the upper 20s. So that means if you shoot in the upper 20s, you can shoot your first one. And if it goes, you can shoot your second one. But if you miss your first one, the next one needs to be wide open, must have to have it. So really, the threshold for three-point shooting that you're looking at begins with a 3.
Right.
We're shooting 13%. So we need to make a few more of those. A couple things that stand out. 2 things that we need, one's a plus, one's a minus. The first plus is that we've taken 11 more shots than they have. So if we're both shooting at an equal clip, we just need to do a little bit better job of our shot, increase the quality of our shot, which will increase the shooting percentage. So if we shoot a 22 more field goal attempts than the other team takes, then got a good chance. And then the one thing that I think that Coach Burson is probably going to yearn for here a little bit more and try to pull out of her girls is only 4 players scored for us. So we needed a little bit better job of balancing out those made baskets.
We will take a break. When we come back, we'll dive into each half of the box score from the first half. And we'll be back in just a moment. Stay with us. This is coverage of Nighthawk basketball on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
What is the Golden Eagle Band? Established in 1873, we are the oldest organization on campus. Excellence in music is our passion. Our spirit of brotherhood provides friendships that last a lifetime. We compete and perform just for fun. Join the tradition.
I'm a commuter.
I'm an actor.
I'm an intern.
I'm a researcher.
I am a senior.
I'm an athlete.
I'm a veteran.
I am a sister.
I'm a sophomore.
I'm a singer.
I am an educator.
I am a scientist.
I am a resident.
I am a writer.
I am a leader.
I am a cadet. I am a volunteer. I am a musician.
I am a tutor.
We are UNG.
At Farmers, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even close claws.
We took your shortcut, which was a bad idea. I can't believe that worked! No, I dropped the keys.
And we covered it. Talk to Farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Back we are at the half. Look at the first half numbers. West Florida on top, 39-36. A blistering start in the ball game for Tamara Thorpe, but was saddled with 2 personal fouls. She has 8 points on the night. Vanessa Grusa, the leading scorer, with 12. Julianne Sutton with 10. And as you mentioned, only one more Nighthawk in the scoring column. That's Amber Schedule with 6 points. Leading rebounder on the night has been Miss Sutton with 7. 3 each for the trio of Agrusa, Schedule, and Franklin.
Yeah, one thing that, back to our balance comment earlier, with only 4 players, I think, Vanessa is our leading scorer with 12, but it's taken her 12 shot attempts to get those 12, and you never want a 1-for-1 ratio. So back, I think that when another couple players have missed some bunnies around the rim, when those tend to fall, I don't think Vanessa will feel quite as much as pressing into those tight gaps. I know she turned it over a time or two off trying to go through a gap that's a little bit too tight, but really if you can get out of the first half with 2 or less fouls, so no one on either team is necessarily in foul trouble at this point, so it's going to be a fresh half that we're just going to need to kind of move the ball a little bit better, make a little bit more of those twos. I think we're defending rather well against their desire to get it to the post, and they seem to be playing at a high level. So it's just a matter of us making a few more of these shots that we're comfortable taking.
Straight ahead, a look at the Argonauts' half of the box score. Stay with us. This is the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Everything in your hands, nothing in your way. A new and better way to manage and control all your money. You, exclusively by BB&T.
The UNG Campus Connection is your university bookstore. It's the one-stop shop where students can get anything they need for the classroom, and fans can find everything they need to support the Nighthawks, from shirts and jackets to car decals and tailgating chairs. Gear up at the Nighthawks Nest with officially licensed UNG merchandise. Visit our stores in Dahlonega, Gainesville, Oconee, and Cumming, or check us out online at ungbookstore.com. The UNG Campus Connection is a proud sponsor of North Georgia Athletics.
Back here courtside as we continue looking at the numbers from the first half of play. The Argonauts from the floor, 15 of 31, substantially better percentage there. 6 of 16 beyond the arc, the foul line, only 3 of 7. So an advantage to North Georgia at the line. Battle on the boards being won by North Georgia, 22 to 20. Only one Argonaut in double figures, and that would be Bell Bistro with 11.
Fueled by 3 threes.
Yep. 3 of 5 beyond the arc. 8 points for Holme, 7 for Hall, 6 for Brewer, 4 for Collins, 2 for Ashanti Brown, and 1 for Haley Neiman. Collectively, the only, we got 2 players with 6 rebounds apiece for the Argonauts, and that's Brewer and Hall. As far as personal fouls, the trio of Brewer, Brown, and Norquist with 2 each. Let's take one more break. When we come back, we've got an exciting event to talk about that will take place tomorrow morning just down the mountain. Stay with us. This is the Nighthawk Sports Network.
From court to court and lane to lane, under the lights or under the sun, no one delivers Division II sports like NCAA.com. The center of D2 is inside the NCAA.com hub, with exclusive highlights of every sport and live broadcasts of every Division II championship found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours, the home of Division II college sports.
I want everyone to rally behind such a great cause for Make-A-Wish. It's not just for us, and it's not just for the school. It's for the kids that we'll be helping. It's for them.
And it's not just raising money for a charity. It's raising money to make this kid's dream come true.
I never, still to this day, would have thought that it would have touched me the way that it did that day. To truly say that it was a life-changing moment for myself is true. And I think it was for our program, our team, and our university. It was truly one of the most memorable experiences of my coaching career.
You really just see the community come together to make this event special and make it unique. And I think that's one thing that we like to try to brand ourselves with here at UNG is we're unique, and we like to do the special, small things that make children's lives and dreams come true.
Back we are courtside, Craig Corbin, Lee Glenn, as we await the start of the third quarter. And while basketball is front and center for us tonight, tomorrow morning, some of the best cross-country runners in NCAA D2 will be on the Gainesville campus of the UNG campus.
Nearly 400 of them. 49 teams.
Wow, 25 women's teams.
Yep.
And you look at the field, and you've got Carolinas, Conference Carolinas, South Atlantic, Peach Belt teams represented, and some phenomenal talent will be on display tomorrow morning.
It's a big deal for the University of North Georgia to be able to host a bidded championship. All of the other championships, nearly 20 that we've had on our campus are all based on result. After the field has been announced, you go to the highest seed or two, depending on if it's softball or baseball or soccer, which we've had. And so this is a bidded championship, and it's also a great opportunity for us to showcase the Gainesville campus.
Yep.
And so we have, it's been a pleasure to work with so many people on this campus and the Gainesville campus that have just said that above and beyond is not the standard, that another 2 or 3 steps is where we want to be. So we feel like only 3 of our teams will advance out of the regional tomorrow to the Fall Festival in Pittsburgh in a couple weeks, but we want to give the other 92% of those teams that are going to be there tomorrow a real NCAA championship experience.
And speaking, as we see an early 3.
A drive and foul.
Or beg your pardon, yeah, an opportunity.
Tamara Thorpe going right again, absorbing contact and scoring.
Right where she started.
Yeah.
Underway here in the third quarter. And speaking of the Fall Festival, there in Shenley Park, Pittsburgh, PA, you will be in attendance.
I will. That's part of my duties as a member of the NCAA Cross Country National Committee. Offensive rebound and putback by Julianne Sutton. Go ahead and jumps us back in front here. A nice 4-point possession for North Georgia. But, part of my conference, or part of my duties, is to serve the committee, and it's my pleasure to serve the schools in the Southeast region and being part of this regional that we're hosting tomorrow. But I'm looking forward to going to Pittsburgh. Never been to the city. Permane Brothers has been referred to, referenced a couple times. So looking forward to eating French fries on my sandwich. In your sandwich.
Yeah, you're going to love it.
Are you
sure? It's an experience.
Okay.
I promise you. You need to take a picture.
I will. I'll text it to you.
41-39 is your score in favor of the Nighthawks. Third quarter action.
That's
down low. Julianne Sutton up, would not drop, but a rebound by Abby Franklin. Gets it now to schedule back out front to Thorpe. Agrusi just inside the arc. In and out, no good, and the shooting woes continue.
Yep.
Overall.
I assume the 2 there on Julianne Sutton because that post touch was so deep on the catch. She had both feet in the paint.
Brewer in the lane. The shot is up, left it short. Got her own rebound, blocked partially by Sutton. Blocked again, and this will be a foul. Talking about the efforts to prepare for the NCAA Cross Country Southeast Regional. Such an extensive effort as Brewer misses there.
Which have been hindered by the amount of rain that we've gotten over the last 4 days, over 6 inches of rain. So it didn't allow us to actually get on the course and start setting it up until Thursday morning. There's really been nobody from Dahlonega plant people to the Gainesville plant people to our athletic team that have said that they want anything other than the best foot forward for this event.
Missed three, but a rebound by Grusa, and that's evidenced by the fine meshing of everyone on your staff that has worked and pulling in one direction. Sutton for three, and it rattles out.
Man, that should be worth at least half a point.
And a takeaway by Agrusa, gets it to Thorpe in the lane, drive, shoots, and would not go.
Holy buckets.
My goodness. Nighthawks maintain possession, but the lid on the basket for North Georgia. Tied at 40, 7:44 to go in the third. Sutton in the lane, double teamed and stolen away by Hall.
Good dig down by Hall on the post touch, guard digging down.
Bistro for three, no good. Rebound, battle, loose ball. And the Argonauts will maintain, but taken away inside by Sutton. Lead pass for Thorpe. In the lane. Oh, goodness.
But that is a good counter move to the all right drive, is to be able to show right drive and then Euro back to the left side or to the right shoulder of your defense. So that's a good, that's a positive sign for North Georgia fans too, that Thorpe has that counter move in her arsenal.
Sutton gets it to Thorpe, drives the right side of the lane, and that's going to be a blocking foul on West Florida. That's going to go against Deja Collins, the freshman from Cypress Branch High School in Houston.
So, I mean, we're just continuing to struggle to make shots, but we're not taking bad shots. So that's just a matter of the Nighthawk fans and the coaches just being patient, knowing that those are going to go here shortly.
Thorpe gets them both at the line, and it's 42-40 North Georgia. 7:12 to go in the third. Tamara, the leading free throw shooter on the team, coming into tonight at 85%. Now 8 of 9 on the season. Brewer down low, has it blocked out of bounds to North Georgia. Well, I'll tell you, I will give Brewer this.
Yeah.
She backs down from no one.
And I think Julianne Sutton probably got away with a foul there. Little bit angled arms on the wall up. You got to keep those fingers pointed directly to the roof.
6:45 to go in the third. 42-40. North Georgia the lead in the ball. Thorpe back to Agrusa, holding high. Shot clock at 15. Drives through two defenders, and this one will not go. Sutton to Franklin for three. No good.
That went halfway down.
My goodness. Hall with possession to Brewer out front. Now back it goes to Tony in the lane. The 5-footer no good. Loose ball. Hall is there.
Are there like two of her?
Yeah, it seems that way. Collins with the play call between the circles. Works on Thorpe down the lane. The shot is up. No good. Rebound Thorpe. It's 3-on-1. Thorpe has a clear shot to the basket.
That assist cannot be credited to, but should. But Amber Skidgill ran the floor there and got in front of the lone transition defender, giving Thorpe an easy, just bunny of a layup. But you got to credit the teammate there for following the play.
The lob that was intended for Brewer from Danielle Norquist out of bounds. 5:40 to go in the third, and it's 44-40. Norquist will go out. Coming back in, Haley Neiman for West Florida. Franklin calls the play. She crosses midcourt, guarded by Hall. Works to the right. Away to Skidgill. Now Agrusa, top of the key. Hands it to Amber, drives left to Thorpe. Sutton straight away. Now Franklin, right wing. Gets it back from Agrusa in the lane. Now a beautiful pass back to Vanessa. Baseline jumper, good.
There we go. On a tight angle, too. Really had to navigate the side of the backboard there.
Oh, a block inside by Vanessa. 5:06 to go in the third. Argonauts will maintain possession as Amani Arnold comes in to replace Julianne Sutton. Amani, a sophomore from Loganville. Inbound comes to Brewer, drives on Arnold in traffic, shot up, no good, gets her own rebound and scores.
Nice motor she plays with.
46-42, 4:54 to go in the third, and a takeaway by Haley Neiman. Hall, bounce pass inside. Argonauts will inbound along the baseline. 46-42 with 4:46 to play in the third. Timeout on the floor. We will take it. This is the Nighthawk Sports Network. Back in a moment.
Now you have it. Everything in your hands, nothing in your way. A new and better way to manage and control all your money. You, exclusively by BB&T.
The UNG Campus Connection is your university bookstore. It's the one-stop shop where students can get anything they need for the classroom, and fans can find everything they need to support the Nighthawks, from shirts and jackets to car decals and tailgating chairs. Gear up at the Nighthawks Nest with officially licensed UNG merchandise. Visit our stores in Dahlonega, Gainesville, Oconee, and Cumming, or check us out online at ungbookstore.com. The UNG Campus Connection is a proud sponsor of North Georgia Athletics.
It's a 4-point lead for North Georgia versus West Florida here. Night number 1 of the UNG Nighthawk Classic 2018. Craig Corbin, Lee Glenn, you know, you look at the shooting percentage thus far for North Georgia. The lead could very much be much larger, but regardless of that, there's no need to exculpate anybody.
No.
You know, no need to clear fault or guilt.
No, that's when you do that when you're taking bad shots.
Yeah.
We got a good look.
Inbound comes, shot inside, no good, tipped away Sutton, but right to Deja Collins. Collins gets into the lane, shot blocked and taken by Sutton. Franklin guarded by Hall. Abby says, I'll take it right up the floor, and you're not going to stop me.
Man, she works hard, though, I'm telling you. Like her engine, both of them.
Yep. In the corner, Franklin, 3, no good. Ball tipped 3 times. Brewer got a hand on it, takes it, and that's going to be a foul on Julianne. You know, that's a pretty good matchup, Brewer and Sutton. Sutton with a slight height advantage. Brewer with a bit more
agility.
Unbridled
agility, though, because I'll tell you that Julianne Sutton around the rim can play over both shoulders and defend much taller than she really is.
Brewer just wants the ball. If it's a miss, she wants it. 15-footer from the aforementioned Tony Brewer is good. 46-44. Down low to Sutton. And it's good.
She's such a good player.
Yep.
Glad she wears North Georgia white.
48-44, 3.5 to go in the third. Down low, over the top pass, and a conversion by Haley Neiman.
Big desire to get it play through the bigs, and that's always a good way to play offensive basketball, is through the big.
And another basket.
Another quick 2 by Julianne there.
And a 4-point lead at 50-46, 3:03 to go in the third.
Don't get bigs never want to foul the pass catch.
Nope.
Want to foul if you're going to foul the shot attempt, but not the pass catch.
Agrusa in for Julianne. West Florida with the ball, trailing by 4, 2:54 to go in the third. Hall in the key, back out front now, resets the offense with 9 to shoot. Now 6, 5, 4. Brewer puts it up, left it short. Loose ball to Thorpe. Here comes Tamara right down the floor, 1-on-3, ball knocked away out of bounds, and it will stay Nighthawk possession. That's going to be a foul.
It is, by Hall.
That is the first personal on Anna.
Not a bad foul to give, to be honest with you, because, you know, Thorpe had a full head of steam there and had passed about 3 people. And
Franklin drives left side, back to Vanessa. Tried to get it to Amani Arnold, but a foul inside, that will go against Collins. DeAsia, the freshman, charged with that one. Substitution for West Florida, number 15 back in, Danielle Norquist. Also back on the floor, Fanny Holme. Inbound comes to Amani, hands it to Thorpe, drive, shoots, and would not go. A beautiful left-handed layup, just a little too much.
good baseline out action called by Coach Burson. Every bit of that was choreographed, except for the missed bunny on the left-handed layup.
2:12 to go in the third, 50-46 North Georgia. Brewer drive, shoots, no good. I think Amani might have partially blocked that.
She did.
Schedule on the wing, and that was taken away. That was a sort of a half-hearted.
Yeah, it was open earlier. She just didn't get there in time, or didn't see it in time, and tried to pass it after it. That gap had closed. Good sub here by Coach Burson. Not that Ambers needs a break, but Kara always gives us something clean off the bench, and just an added ball handler that can shoot. So we'll let her play here for the final minute, 50 seconds.
Kara's been averaging 17 minutes a game in the 2 contests thus far. Agrusa bounce pass, Arnold. Franklin drives baseline on Holme and gets it to go and draws the foul.
And you notice and Abby has never really been an emotional player. She always just plays with so much poise, but you could see on her face there almost like a sense of relief, you know, that finally these bunnies, these easy shots that we got one to go. And so that's, you know, a lot of times you see negative body language from players when they're missing easy shots, but definitely not her and definitely not from anyone on this team.
Foul shot goes, 3-point play is completed. 53-46 with 1:30 to go in the third. Holding high, Ashanti Brown now in the hands of Bistro to Holme to Collins. Shot clock at 13. Collins drives underneath in the corner. Shot is up, and it's good for Belle Bistro.
That's always a great way to reverse the basketball. It's under the basket.
Bistro came in 4 of 9 from beyond the arc, and she has not hurt her percentage tonight.
No, she can stroke it.
Takeaway by Collins. Puts it up, draws contact. Foul on Amani Arnold. It is the third on Amani. And we'll send Collins to the line. 2 of 4 thus far on the season for DeAsia. That one's good. This one will not be, I'm predicting.
If you were a math major, but 4, is that enough
not even close.
Of a litmus test to give you?
Not even close. Not even remotely. DeAsia's going to make me pay.
Yeah.
And she does.
Too early in the season for the straw poll.
Yep.
Though.
53-51. Argonauts have closed what had been a 7-point advantage for the Nighthawks down to just 2. Final half minute of the third quarter. Arnold drives, beautiful drive, but it would not go. Boy, Shante Brown just about went through Amani for the rebound.
We always get good baseline out action. Let's see what we execute here. Looks like we're unsure of what play we called.
Groover, bounce pass intercepted by Norquist. Final 19 seconds. Chance to tie or take the lead for West Florida. Bistro wants the lead, but it's no good. Rebound schedule, 8 seconds. Abby with the ball in heavy traffic and sort of bailed out with that foul.
And did a good job of recognizing that on the 1v1, that to go ahead and try to get that shot up instead of the kick out, which she had open, because that gets her to the free throw line. So Coach Burson will probably put a chaser here on a made that stays and just guards the basketball full court, just to eliminate the 4.5 seconds is plenty to get off a clean shot. So leave somebody here just to make them change the direction of the dribble.
1 of 2 at the line for Abby. Final 2 seconds. Collins' half-court shot is up, and it's too much off the backboard. Through 3 quarters, it's a 3-point lead for North Georgia, 54-51. Fourth quarter straight ahead right here on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Goodbye, LA, until another time. When can we call it love? I think we crossed the line.
Shop, play, and stay in Dahlonega, the heart of the North Georgia mountains.
The Monday morning status meeting leaves everyone in a state of boredom. That must be why they called it a boardroom. But you're putting a new spin on this week's meeting, because you've brought bagels. Fresh baked bagels. So, well done, my friend. Not only have you uplifted the vibe of the status meeting, you've upgraded your own status to hero. Save the day with bagels. Now it's even easier.
North Georgia basketball on the Nighthawk Sports Network is brought to you by Cotton Eye Joe's and by Farmers Insurance. 2 of the proud sponsors of North Georgia basketball right here on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Mr. John Orr, a friend of Nighthawk Athletics, local Farmers Insurance agent here in town. Those are some of the best commercials in the business.
I love it. I love it.
Insurance U.
That's it. Classic. Fourth quarter underway. Farmers Insurance, we know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
They have.
Three-pointer from the corner, Abby Franklin.
That looked a whole lot better coming off of her hand. The first 3 seemed to rise before her shot. I mean, the ball kind of lifted before she wanted it to lift. That time she timed it up with the power from her legs. That looked a whole lot more like the Abby of old, the Abby of last year, and not the first couple that, shots today that seemed just a tad out of rhythm.
Tasia Collins makes it 57-53. In the lane to Schedule. Shot is up and good.
Whenever you see Julianne Sutton catch it on the perimeter, you know something's good's about to happen, not because she's about to make a 3 or put it on the floor, but that means we're posting a guard. And our guards in Thorpe and Schedule are so big. And it's like last year, it was a lot of high-low action. Well, it's more now of a set call this year where Coach Burson just pulls her out, puts the 3 or 4 in. That's normally, if she's mandating that call, it's probably going to end in a 2.
In a good way. No look pass in the corner to Thorpe. 3 up, no good. Long rebound into the hands of Norquist. Here come the Argonauts trailing by 6 with 8:28 to go in the ball game.
What is an Argonaut?
As we see the basket underneath by Bistro, I'm thinking that that is an explorer under the water.
It's got, it had to have a nautical theme to it. But is it O-Naut, like astronaut?
Hey,
bucket. Bucket
wow.
O-Naut.
Let's get that definition here.
It's of an astronaut.
Greek mythology, yes.
Yeah, an onaut is something as someone that searches, and an astro is in the space.
Yes.
So what is an argo?
Small floating octopus, the female of which has webbed arms like sails and secretes a thin, coiled, papery shell in which the eggs are laid.
Interesting. A little TMI there, but that's interesting.
Yep. Octopi. And a 3
buckets
from Haley Neiman. That's true. You also have the Canadian Football League teams, the Argonauts.
Yeah, but they got to be the only college Argonaut, aren't
Toronto Argonauts.
Is that even a sport still?
Form to schedule for 3.
Buckets. I mean, seriously, do they play that league anymore?
They do.
Oh.
I promise.
Media timeout.
Oh, gosh, timeout on the floor. 7:24 to go. It's 65-58, North Georgia. This is the Nighthawk Sports Network.
At Farmers, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a red-hot mascot.
Whoop, whoop. Hey, you're on fire! You bet I am.
Dude, you're on fire!
Oh, yeah!
No, you're on fire! Look behind you!
I'm cool.
That's one way to fire up the crowd. But we covered it. Talk to farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
We actually do just about anything that you ask.
We offer everything from design and branding all the way up to signs and banners, promotional products, digital signage, t-shirts, embroidery.
Cups, koozies, pens, magnets. There's 25,000 items out there we can do.
A lot of people don't know that we can handle all that, and we can look at the customer and say, yeah, we do that.
Back we are here courtside at the beautiful UNG Convocation Center, Dahlonega. 65-58 with 7:24 to go. A fourth quarter that has begun with a better feel for the as far as the Nighthawks go.
I mean, how many times does Coach Burson's team just, when they play average, just find that juncture after halftime where there's just separation? And by no means this is all the separation that they want, but there just always seems to be a point in time in every second half where our teams just find an extra gear.
Consistently find it. .704 to go. North Georgia the lead and the ball. Straightaway 3, Sutton, no good. Rebound inside, Collins quickly the other way. Now to Hall. Boy, she is quick.
Yeah, there's always like a couple players on opposing teams I'd like to insert on ours, and she's probably going to be my choice, although I like the post too, but Hall she's the motor.
Thorpe works to the left side. In traffic, 10-footer, no good. Ball tipped, but taken by Brewer. 5-point ball game, 6:15 to go. Hall now straight away to Neiman. In the hands of Collins, down low Brewer, double teamed, puts it up, blocked. Loose ball and a jump is called on the alternating possession. It will belong to North Georgia.
What's the old adage about loose balls, Craig? What do you want to be on a loose ball?
You want to be first to the floor.
Yep. Good things happen when your colored jersey is the first team to the floor.
And it would appear that held true right there.
It did. She had no idea that the possession error was in our favor.
No. Collins to Bistro for 3. This one no good. Weak side rebound to Thorpe. 5:40 to go. Nighthawks looking to go 3-0. Shot in the lane will not fall for Julianne. Those are typically Money in the bank. Hall blazing her way through, but missing the shot. Hall is aggravated with herself on that one. Scheduled to Thorpe, looking for Sutton instead. Back to Amber, straightaway three.
I love the made basket timeouts Coach Burson's call.
Let's take a timeout. 5:05 to go in the ball game. It's North Georgia by 8 here on the Nighthawk Sports Network. Back in a moment.
I'm a commuter.
I'm an actor.
I'm an intern.
I'm a researcher.
I am a senior.
I'm an athlete. I'm a veteran.
I am a sister.
I'm a sophomore.
I am a singer. I am an educator.
I am a scientist.
I am a resident. I am a writer. I am a leader.
I am a cadet. I am a volunteer. I am a musician.
I am a tutor.
We are UNG.
Final 5 minutes of this matchup between the Nighthawks and the Argonauts. North Georgia on top, 68-60. West Florida the ball. Bistro in the corner for three. That is a good-looking shot, and she really is a consistent performer for Coach Stephanie Lawrence Yelton.
Media.
And now we have the media timeout. We teased you with it the last time. This is really the media now, so we'll take it. 4:45 to go. 68-63 North Georgia on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
We can stop to make sure someone is okay.
Get in the way and disrupt the situation.
Codify an authority.
Or walk them home safely.
We can change the language around rape.
We can make campuses safer for our teammates, our friends, and our classmates.
We cannot be bystanders.
Taking action isn't always easy, but it's on us
to intervene.
Because we can.
Learn more and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Teams are coming back on the floor. The home opener for North Georgia in this 2018-2019 season, and a top 20 ranking nationally. Great expectations and a unanimous #1 preseason pick in the Peach Belt Conference.
First time ever, I think.
That's pretty heady company right there.
Yeah.
Agrusa drives, dishes in the corner, scheduled for three. Iron, no good. Hall heading the other way, stolen by Amani Arnold, but just a little contact as Hall finds a seat on the hardwood. Franklin and Sutton check in for Arnold and Groover. Inbound coming to Bistro in the hands of Hall, holding high. Boy, Amber could have gotten that one.
Right by her earring.
Woo! Bistro back.
Got that one, though.
Intended, knocked away. Here comes Thorpe. The Torpedo takes it all the way.
Where did you get that from, swimmer?
Yeah, Ian Thorpe. I'm pretty sure that was who it was. Former Australian swimmer of Olympic fame. Was known as the Torpedo.
I like it.
He's now a retired Australian swimmer. 3 gold and 2 silver medals.
That's pretty good.
5 Olympics. That one no good from Collins. 70-63. North Georgia with 3:40 to go. Agrusa, 15-footer, no good. Hall on the wing. Feeds Brewer. Strong move, no good. Agrusa the loose ball. Amber takes it, the dish, and Julianne was not expecting the pass. I'm going to call an offensive foul on Amber.
I missed it.
It was contact after the pass. I'm not sure that was warranted, but nonetheless, clock stopped, 3:19. It's a 30. We'll keep it right here. And a reminder to anyone who wants to witness the NCAA Cross Country Southeast Championship tomorrow morning. The men will start at 9 a.m.
You can either do one of 2 things. You can get up early and come to Gainesville.
Yep.
And see the experience firsthand. Or you can log on to the Nighthawk Sports Network and watch a full multi-camera broadcast.
Live coverage.
Yeah, that's pretty unique for a cross-country meet, isn't
Absolutely.
it? Not only, it'll also have the clock running.
You know, what's nice about that is that the team that you've assembled has done yeoman's work to go beyond the level of expectation for cross-country. Non-revenue sport, in most realms, a lack of interest. But once you have an opportunity to showcase it in this manner, it will open the eyes of a lot of people, I think.
Well, that group you mentioned, too, is committed to the fact that our student-athlete experience and NCAA championship experience, for that matter, is no different than a women's basketball experience, student-athlete experience.
Absolutely. Spin move and a foul called inside on the Nighthawks. That will send Haley Neiman to the line. 76% thus far on the early season at the charity stripe. Seven-point ball game with 3:06 to go. Gets the first. And the second rattles home. So 5-point ball game, 3:05 to go. A little pressure here by the Argonauts. Franklin takes it from Thorpe in between the circles. Back to Tamara. Vanessa. Tamara, now Abby on the left side. Shot clock at 7. Back to Thorpe. In the corner, Agrusa with 4-3. Tamara drives. Franklin, Sutton, baseline jumper at the buzzer.
That's the icebreaker there. Man.
Is that referred to as using every bit of the shot clock?
Man, and then, you know, that would have been a great possession had we missed the shot. It would have just chewed up so much clock.
Down low, the shot left short by Neiman. Sutton, the loose ball outlet to Agrusa. 2:15 to go in the ball game, and a 7-point lead with possession for the Nighthawks. Franklin to Sutton. Now Vanessa away to Tamara inside 2 minutes. Shot clock at 7. Schedule straightaway 3 up, off the iron, no good. Rebound Brewer. Clock rolls, 1:40 to go in the ball game. Hall down low, Brewer backs it on Sutton, up and the good.
5, they need to extend pressure here.
90 seconds to go. Up ahead from Franklin to Agrusa. Back to Abby. Coach Bershin and her staff, her assistants, Jamie Acton, Jordan Tetley. Phenomenal job in preparing this team.
Surprised they're going deep into the guard.
Julianne Sutton and one. And a big smile on her face as she turns to her teammates.
West Florida chose to go zone there, which is not going to extend any sort of pressure on us and allow us to use as much time as we want. And we were able to call a set action where we send both close to the block, a little interior cross screen action. And that was exactly what we needed there for the Nighthawk fan base.
3-point play completed by Julianne, 75-67, inside a minute to go, and a foul on Franklin will stop the clock with 55.3 to go. Coach Yelton calling a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here.
Cross country is going to be a little dirty tomorrow.
Yep, just a bit. Just a bit. While we have a chance, let's go ahead and remind folks that coming up tomorrow on day 2 of the 2018 UNG Nighthawk Classic, things will get started at 4 o'clock as Georgia College and this Argonaut team of UWF will tip things off. And then the matchup, eagerly awaited, North Georgia and Carson Newman at 6 p.m.
A lot of people have had that circled on their calendars ever since that monumental showdown up in Jefferson City. And then if you're feeling, if you really want to get your money's worth, stick around. Yep. You can get a triple header out of it.
The men playing Southern Wesleyan.
Yeah.
And we will have that for you as well on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
All for one single admission price.
Yep. What a bargain.
That is a deal.
What a bargain. By the way, and back to your original point that I changed the thought on, the messy conditions. The men run first.
Yeah.
Bless the hearts of all the women who run at 10.
Yeah. It's going to be a little dirtier.
Up ahead of the pack, Julianne Sutton, left-handed. 77-69. .43 seconds to go. Collins drives on Franklin underneath. Tough shot. Gets her own loose ball. Puts it up again. No good. Loose ball. Brewer this time. No good. But a foul with 33.8 to go. One thing, though, about cross country. It is an outdoor sport.
Yeah.
Designed to be in the elements.
Yeah.
Fair weather, foul weather, dry or wet.
Isn't it much like golf that everybody is playing the same course or running the same course? Doesn't matter if it's muddy or if it's a par 3 or a par 5 or has a slope rating. Or we're going to shoot the gun tomorrow morning.
That's it.
And then it's going to be the first one back across the line. You win.
Thank you.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what happens in between. So it doesn't matter in golf. It doesn't matter what you shot on the hardest handicap hole number 12.
Right.
It matters what your final score was.
Well said. Final 15 seconds. The Nighthawks will improve to 3-0. A foul on Collins stops it with 14.6. And while it is considered a non-contact sport, there can be contact.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you're trying to keep for a lot of these runners, their running career or their competitive running career is going to end tomorrow. And so it's a matter about giving every place matters. And so I think it's going to be muddy. There's going to be some fall downs.
There will be, and I'll tell you, the positioning of the runners within the packs that they choose to run with will be key on how much mud they wind up
that's a good point.
Wearing.
Yeah, so you want to be in the front. You'd rather be in the front of the second pack than you would be at the end of the first pack.
Be on the front or on the sides. Ball to Brewer inside, ball inadvertently kicked, and they'll inbound with exactly 1 second to play. 77-69. And that is going to be, they're gonna count it. Okay, 77-71 will be your final score. North Georgia improves to 3-0. We'll take a break, be back to wrap things up right here. This is the Nighthawk Sports Network.
I want everyone to rally behind such a great cause for Make-A-Wish. It's not just for us, and it's not just for the school. It's for the kids that we'll be helping. It's for them.
And it's not just raising money for a charity. It's raising money to make this kid's dream come true.
I never, still to this day, would have thought that it would have touched me the way that it did that day. To truly say that it was a life-changing moment for myself is true. And I think it was for our program, our team, and our university. It was truly one of the most memorable experiences of my coaching career.
You really just see the community come together to make this event special and make it unique. And I think that's one thing that we like to try to brand ourselves with here at UNG is we're unique, and we like to do the special, small things that make children's lives and dreams come true.
Enough. Yeah, I'm over it.
We shouldn't need commercials to tell you we're powerful.
No thanks. Genders don't play sports, athletes do.
Back we are. Final score tonight, 77-71. Nighthawks, who trailed by 3 at the break, with an impressive second half to reassert themselves and win their home opener in the 2018-2019 season. Overall thoughts of tonight's matchup?
Now all the anticipation about that Carson Newman North Georgia game can actually be discussed. I think that there was a little bit of that, but we were able to, play through missing clean shots. And now it's about, this is going to be a game that matters tomorrow. Not that none of the first 3 did not matter. Absolutely did, but tomorrow's is going to have long-reaching implications in terms of potential postseason invitations. There's a lot of us that were in Jefferson City, or a lot of these people were following along with that.
Yep.
And with Carson Newman, and so it was one of the best women's basketball games I've ever seen. Yep. And I just think that you regardless if one team plays well or regardless of the outcome, it's going to be good basketball because it's 2 really good teams to watch.
Right. And we look forward to bringing it to you right here on the Nighthawk Sports Network. Time to wrap things up. Huge thanks, as always, to our staff, the team that makes it all possible here on the Nighthawk Sports Network. And again, your final score, 77-71. On behalf of Lee Glenn and everyone here at UNG Athletics, I'm Craig Corbin saying so long, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow for day 2 of the UNG Nighthawk Classic. Good night, everyone.